Hello, beautiful souls. Today's pick a card reading is about which angels are around you right now and what they need you to know. This reading is timeless, so whenever you see it, that's when you are meant to see it. Angels cannot interfere with our free will, so if you'd like to work with them more closely, all you need to do is call on them and ask for their help and guidance. They're always eager and happy to help out, but they can't do so unless you ask them to. They really need your permission. Today we have three piles. We've got pile number 1, which is this black feather. Pile number 2, which is this gray feather. And then we've got pile number 3, which is these striped feathers. All these feathers were just found in my yard. I don't know what birds they came from, but I thought it was perfect for angels because they say that when you find a feather, that an angel has a message for you. When picking your pile, always go with your first instinct. Don't overthink it. It's really easy to do, but don't do it. Sometimes one pile will have a message, sometimes two, sometimes all of them, but go with your first instinct. Whatever you feel like, whatever you end up doing will be right for you. Trust in yourself and your angels that you'll get whatever message you need to get. The timestamps for each pile are in the description, and the decks I'm using in this video are also listed in the description. So if you like them, you can look at their names and look them up. Without further ado, I will start with pile 1, but if you need more time to choose a pile, please pause the video until you're ready. Here we go. Okay, pile number 1, we're going to clear these out of the way. Here. This here. We've got Prosperity, which is Archangel Ariel. We've got Archangel Michael with You Are Safe. And we've got Gratitude. Prosperity says your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. You are safe. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you and your loved ones and home. Gratitude says be grateful for abundance, live in appreciation for what you have, and more good things will come. So what I'm getting from this is that, well, first of all, the archangels that will help you the most are Archangel Ariel and Archangel Michael. Calling on them will help you, asking them for help. I think that there's been a lot of money concerns, and it seems to be a very financial-based reading. But you need to know that the more you think about and appreciate everything that you already have and practice gratitude, maybe a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things that you're grateful for. Something like that will help you to feel better about what you already have, because the thing is when you're trying to manifest money and you're coming from a place of lack, it's drawing more lack to you instead of appreciating what you do have already, because there's always something. I mean, at the very least, you woke up breathing. I mean, there's always something to be grateful for. And when you practice that gratitude, and that draws more abundance to you. But your angels want you to know that even though you are worried about this at this time, that you really don't have anything to worry about. Ultimately, you are being protected. I'm going to draw another, let's do another empowerment card here. That one. And that one is Journey. Focus on how far you've come, not how far you have to go. You'll find help in unexpected places. I'm just going to move these around a little bit here. Hopefully you can see all that. So with this one, it really goes along with the other ones. It's really all about, just appreciating how far you've come. I mean, if you were to look at yourself 5 years ago, 2 years ago, even a year ago, a lot of times you'll really see, like, I'm a different person now. And it's all about that appreciation. It's all about knowing that everything is going to work out and trusting your guides, your angels, and knowing that they're with you and that you're going to be okay. No matter what, you're going to come out of it okay. So we'll do some tarot cards too. Let's see what else we get here. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Knight of Swords, Temperance, and we'll go with that one. And the Five of Swords. Okay. So there's been some conflict. You've had some things going on, but we've got a couple of different things with the swords. And swords are a lot about your thoughts, your mental area. You're blowing things up in your mind to the point where you're not seeing it in an objective way. The angels are like, they're seeing everything from a much bigger picture and much broader perspective. And honestly, it's kind of all about your perspective and working on changing that perspective. Temperance is all about balance and balancing things out, and you have to take the good with the bad. If we didn't have the bad, then we wouldn't appreciate the good. And the Eight of Pentacles are all about money. And again, this whole reading is kind of focused on your abundance and your manifesting. And the thing is that even though you've had these, what do I want to call it? Just like, all I'm seeing is a spiral of like bad thoughts. It's spiraling downward though, instead of upward. It's that, I don't have enough money today, so tomorrow is going to be the same. And, that kind of negative thinking that is just kind of, you've been letting that get to you a little bit too much. And the way to come out of that is just to know that you're safe. When you have these doubts, practice appreciation. Look at how far you've come. Be thankful for everything that you do have in your life. And you can always call on these angels, Archangel Michael and Archangel Ariel. They're there for you. And they can help you to break this cycle of this conflict, this ongoing inner conflict that you have in your mind, and realize that you already have abundance. You already have everything that you need. And in order to bring more good in, you've got to focus on the good, because where you focus is what you're going to bring in. I mean, that's basically the law of attraction. So you really want to change your focus just slightly and realize that everything's okay. Look at the beautiful dragons and it's just a beautiful picture. And that's, everything is in balance. You got to have the good and the bad, but you need to focus more on the good. And if you focus more on the good and the things that you're excited about and happy about, then you're going to draw more of that same energy into yourself. Money is just an energy. It's not good or bad. It's just a tool. It's just energy. And by focusing on all the good and giving yourself credit for everything that you've already been through, then that is going to help you. You know, you can't shortchange yourself and focus on the negative. You know, you need to focus on everything is good. I'm safe. I'm okay. I have what I need right now. The future will work itself out. You know, the angels, we might not know how things are going to happen, but it's not up to us to decide how it's going to come into your life. It's up to you to just trust in the universe, trust in your angels, and trust in yourself that you will be able to pull that good energy to yourself. And that knowing that you've survived and you've made it through so many things already, that it's okay. You know, everything is kind of an up and down kind of thing. And even if you're down right now, it's coming back up. You got to look at it that way. If you're all the way down at the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. And let's see what else. Let's do a postcard now. I think this is it. You are magic. That's my pile number 1. You're magic. It says, Dear you, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things will happen. Your life is a beautiful one. So again, it's all about the challenges and the changes that you've been through, and it's seeing how far you've come. It's knowing that you have allies, that you have angels that are there that have your back. It's knowing and being yourself. You know, don't play small. Don't be small. Don't criticize yourself. Treat yourself like you would somebody else. I mean, a lot of times we treat others a lot better than we treat ourselves. And we really need to think of ourselves the same way that we do others. You know, give yourself a break and know that you're safe, know that you have prosperity, that good things are coming in. You know, it's all coming in. I mean, the same as it goes out, it comes in. And you really want to keep focusing on everything good that you have, because that's everything good is there. Ultimately, even if you're in a hard time right now, it won't be like that forever. Nothing will last forever. And even though I kind of got that, even though you might be worried about the money, I feel like it's almost somebody that you do have money. You have it in the bank. You're just worried about how far it's going to go, kind of feeling. And to stop the negative thoughts like that, just focus on what you do have. Focus on that good that you have. And just know that it'll work itself out. You know, stick to your guns. Live with integrity. Live with your authenticity. You know, we're all like pieces of a puzzle, and without your piece, the world isn't the same. So always remember that, and always bring your own joy, authenticity, originality, whatever you want to call it. Bring that good in. You know, don't look down on yourself. Appreciate how far you've come. Appreciate everything that you have. And you're already being provided for. Just follow your intuition, do what makes you happy, focus on all the good that you have in your life, and know that the angels are watching over you. They really feel your pain and your hurt and your doubts and all of that, and they love you and they want the best for you. They know that you are going to be okay. Even if you can't see it right now, they can. And they just want you to know that everything is going to work out okay. Okay, I think that's about it for my pile number 1. I would love to hear if this resonated with you. If, you can comment in the comments section, or if you have a certain topic or question for a pick a card reading, go ahead and pop it into the comments. I might do it. I don't know, but I will write you back. And if you're interested in a private reading, right now I'm offering a 20-minute private reading for $20. The information is all in the description. And if you want to be notified when new videos come out, you can hit subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, hugs and blessings to you. Okay, my pile number 2. If you pick the gray feather in pile number 2, set that up there. And let's see what you have. We've got Archangel Metatron, you, Indigo and Crystal Children. We've got Archangel Jophiel, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. And this one, pile number 1 and pile number 3 only had one empowerment card that came out. And this one, pile number 2, you got 2. They both wanted to come out, so I went with it. I'm not going to argue. We got power and we got rebirth. So let's just see what the cards say. We've got Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. You have a deep bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. And then we've got Clear Your Space with Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. You've got power. Call upon the elements. Focus your intentions. The greatest dragon is within you. And we've got rebirth. No matter what happens, you can find new wings, rise from the past, accept the positive change that is coming. Okay. So I'm not sure if this is like, I almost feel like this is a mom, a motherly, nurturing figure, is who this reading is for. It feels like the clutter is more in your mind, clearing out your thoughts and cleaning that up. And it's also about the children. It's about the Indigo and Crystal Children. I don't know if some of you have children who are maybe autistic, or that's what I'm seeing is like autism or ADHD, ADD, kind of, that kind of energy. And it's very much that you are the caretaker at any rate, but that's what I'm getting with the kids. And the clutter I'm feeling like is more in your mind. It's more your focus, your thoughts. And it's sometimes I think you focus on the wrong things, where you're focusing on like having a roof over their head, providing for them, that kind of thing, doing everything like making dinner, doing the laundry, doing the dishes, you're doing all of this stuff, which is great. But sometimes I think they more need your time, your attention. It's more that they want just to have that little bit of bonding, more bonding. I'm seeing playing games, watching TV, snuggling on the couch, whatever. I'm kind of getting that they would like more of that from you. But I also feel like, you've been feeling kind of powerless, and that it's that you've been kind of giving your power away. Um, and you need to call that back. You need to bring that back into yourself. Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Metatron will both help you very much with that. And the thing is no matter what it's like today, you can change that. There is a positive change coming, and it's a lot to do with you. I think you're bringing that change. I think that you are able to see different sides of the situation other than just your own perspective. I see you as a very compassionate, loving, giving person. And I think that's where the giving your power away comes from. I think it's that because you're so giving and so loving, and you kind of have an issue with boundaries, you kind of have an issue with saying no. You need to take that back. You need to bring that back to yourself, and you need to learn to say no at times. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you got to think about what's the worst that can happen. Like, obviously, if it's a safety issue, then no. The answer is still going to be no. But if it's just something where, oh, I've got to do this and I've got to do that and I don't have time right now, well, if it's like I have to do dishes, I have to do laundry, I have to do all this stuff and all of this. But the thing is if they're asking you for a little bit of your time, you can take that time to spend time doing something with them that is relaxing and that will rejuvenate you. And then you'll have the energy to finish those chores that you need to get done or whatever. That doesn't have to be a no. But at the same time, you say yes to too many things and you're piling it up on your own plate. It's just getting too much. You need to clear that plate and clear that space, clean it out and get back to your center. Bring yourself back to your center. You're going to be okay. We're going to do another empowerment card. I know you guys got two, but we'll still do another one. Let's see what else we got. What do we got for pile number 2? What else? Cycles. Okay. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fears, and trust this powerful process. Let's see. Do I have room to... Let's see if I can slide these all over. Yeah, I think that lately you've been kind of stuck in this cycle. And I think a lot of it is that you're not saying no to the right things and you're not saying yes to the right things, if that makes sense. It's kind of, your boss wants you to do this and this and this, and you're not going to get it done in time and you're going to have to stay later, but yet that the kids are home waiting, and it's that kind of situation where you need to say no. I can't do that today. You need to prioritize things and put them in an order of priority and what's important to you. Focus on what's important to you, focus your intentions, and then learn to set those boundaries and not let people take advantage of you. Because I'm also getting that you are somebody that either you feel taken advantage a lot, or people really are taking advantage of you because you're not setting clear boundaries. You're not sticking up for yourself. And you need to realize that you are powerful. You are, you're in that, we're all becoming. Surrender to your changes. You're in this process of change. And it's kind of where don't overcorrect and just say no to everything. Be very clear in what you want and prioritize what you want, and then set your boundaries based on what your priorities are and what's important to you. The rest of it will work itself out. All of this is talking about change, and you've got a lot of change around you and a lot of changes going on. But they need you, the children need you. It could just be that you're a teacher. It could be, I don't know, maybe you're responsible for other people's children. But either way, whatever it is, you need to set your own boundaries and your own priorities, and then you go forward with power from that. You have to be clear in what you want to attain. We're going to do some tarot cards here. What do we need to know for pile number 2? Let's go with that one. We got the High Priestess. We got the Page of Wands. We got the Hanged Man. And we've got the Nine of Wands. Okay. All right. Okay, so it's interesting because you have a couple of major arcana. The Hangman and the High Priestess are both major arcana. The Page of Wands is a page, and the Nine of Wands, they're both wands. Wands have to do with our creativity, that fire. It really reminds me of the phoenix. And you are like the phoenix, and you are rising up from whatever these challenges have been. But you still need to be very clear on what you want to attain. The High Priestess, she knows what she wants. The Page of Wands, she knows what she wants. She's doing it. And she's got all the little foxes and things around her. It's kind of like the children are watching her, and she's setting such a good example because she's doing something that makes her happy and brings that light and joy to her life. The Hanged Man is kind of about taking a little bit of that time. It's also about sacrifice, but it's the Hanged Man always reminds me of Odin in Norse mythology, and Odin hung from the world tree for 9 days, 9 nights to gain knowledge. He sacrificed his eye for the runes. It's kind of a sacrifice, but I'm also seeing it as kind of a time for you. Usually that's a hermit, but that's what I'm seeing with this right now, is that it's time for you to take a little bit of time for yourself to focus on some of the things that bring you happiness, your creativity, you've had all this external stuff going on and eating away at you, that you're losing touch with your own power. You're losing that joy, that happiness. We all have responsibilities, and we all have those things we need to do. But even if you take a little time to do something you enjoy, you can come back then to the things that you have to do with a renewed energy. That rebirth, everything, everything comes around in a cycle. And I lost my train of thought because all I got was what comes around goes around. Okay? And you're in this circle, this cycle. And the High Priestess, she's not so much about tradition like the Hierophant, but she's still very intuition, very much into her own inner knowledge. Both of these cards are very much about your inner knowing, your focus, your intentions. What do you want? What's important to you? And the Nine of Wands, he's victorious. He is surveying his domain. He's on top of the mountain, and he's definitely happy. All of these cards are kind of alone. So I don't know if you've just been feeling alone lately, But the thing is you're not alone. The angels want you to know that. They're with you. They're always with you. You know, you've got Archangel Metatron, who's extremely powerful, and Archangel Jophiel, she's just got such beautiful energy. And just, she's like the joy and the light. And she's a great one to call on to help you find that joy. You know, even if you take 10 minutes a day to do something that just makes you happy. I mean, when you set that example, it's not being selfish to take time for yourself when you're caring for somebody else. It's really important because it's kind of like on an airplane where they tell you, you know, put your own air mask on first and then your child's. You know, if you don't take care of yourself first, then you don't have anything else to give. Like you can't give from an empty cup. You need to fill your cup. And so it's more about setting those clear boundaries, taking that time for yourself and really focusing on what is important to you and what matters to you. And then using that to then set those clear boundaries as to what you want to allow in your life and what you don't. You know, don't let people run over you. Don't do that. You're very strong. I mean, all of these cards are like extremely strong. They're all beautiful. They're all about your own inner strength and beauty and knowledge. You know what you want. And you know that you're going to get there. You know, you just got to take a little time for yourself. And by the kids seeing you happy and doing something that's so you and something that brings you such joy, even if it's just dancing around your living room, something, whatever it is that makes you happy, do that for just 10 minutes. The kids are going to see the change in you. Everybody around you is going to see that change, and you're going to rise up like that phoenix, and you're going to really just come into more strength of your own. You're going to be that victorious person. But you've got these angels watching out over you, and they are there, and they are just like almost like your cheerleaders. Like, you know, they're just cheering you on, and you got this. You know, do something that makes you happy. Use your intuition. Follow that. You know, paint a picture, draw a picture. I don't know, do something creative. I mean, the wands are all about creativity, and you've got that in spades. So use that creativity. Let's see. We'll do a postcard. Let me see here. I feel like this is the one. What does it say? You are pure joy. Oh, that's so wonderful with this. Okay. Dear you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance. Take a step back and do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know that it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity. Again, your focuses, your intentions, your priorities, which come from being open to the information from both the intellect and the intuition, which is very interesting. When you step back into the role of observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now. You'll be glad you did. So it's all about not getting pulled into that drama, that's for sure. You know, the hanged man, he's not looking for drama. He's just hanging out. He's literally hanging there, taking time out, taking that breath. You know, the owl is always a symbol of knowledge, and the high priestess herself is usually about intuition and the moon and, you know, following that. So by combining your intuition and your knowledge, getting clear on what you want, setting your clear boundaries, and focusing your energy to what you want. You know, you're in this process, you're in this period of great change, and you're going to come out of it in an awesome, better place, so much better than you are now. But you just got to take a little time for yourself. And honestly, I think that's it for pile 2. I would love to hear if this resonated with you, or if you have any specific topics or questions for pick a card reading, you know, just leave a comment below and I'll write you back. I'm always interested. And if you're interested in a private reading, right now I am offering a 20-minute private reading for $20. Information is in the description below, and if you want to be notified when new videos come out, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, hugs and blessings to you. Thank you so much. Okay, if you chose pile number 3, that pretty little group of feathers there, put that there. This is your reading. Let's see here. We have Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Life review. And then we have Comfort. Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And then we have Mercy. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to living things. What you give, you also receive. I think that this pile, I think that you have been going through some stuff here. I think you've been reevaluating things lately. I think that things have just kind of come to a head, either in your health or in a relationship coming to an end kind of thing. You've been going through something very powerful, very kind of life-changing. And it's caused you to take some time out and to really just, I think that you are, how do I put this? You've been through some stuff, some pretty heavy stuff, like heavier than the first 2 piles ever were. This is more of a, like, your life has done a 180 lately, is the feeling I have. It's, right now, you're still kind of processing. You're still kind of catching up to everything that has happened. Like, I don't know if things just happened so quickly that it's just been like almost overwhelming is the feeling I have. Just overwhelming, almost drowning kind of feeling. Like you've been through some stuff. And the thing that your angels want you to know is that they're here for you. I'm literally picturing an angel putting their wings around you and just like hugging you, and just that warmth and comfort around you. Definitely you can call on Jeremiah, Archangel Jeremiah, Archangel Azrael, and they will be with you. Any of the angels will, and they are. You're not limited to just those 2, but they really want you to know that they are there. I literally can see them putting their wings around you and just hugging you. And they just want you to know that everything's going to be okay, that you're going to be okay. I feel bad because this is just such a horrible, sad, overwhelming energy, what you've been through. And the thing is you don't deserve that. You don't. because I can almost hear you arguing with me. Yeah, on some level I do. No, you don't. No, you really don't. And the mercy, it's the compassion for yourself as much as for other people. I don't know if this incident, whatever has happened to you recently, has caused you to kind of retreat from humanity a little bit, to kind of get a little bit bitter, maybe a little bit. I think it's kind of a struggle for you right now. I think that you don't know how to reach out to people. But I feel like besides your angels, there are people that are there and want to comfort you, and they want to be there for you. They just don't quite know what you need. I mean, I feel like they're there like somebody showing up at your door with a casserole or something. I don't know. But they don't want to do that because they don't want to intrude and they don't want to bother you and, all of this kind of thing. But they want to help you, and your angels are there for you. And the thing is, though, is with both your angels, you've got to ask them for help and comfort, and with other people. I mean, people aren't mind readers. They don't know what you need. And sometimes you don't even know what you need. But even if you just call up somebody and say, hey, I just need somebody to listen to me. I just need somebody to vent to. I'm sure that your friends would be there for you in a heartbeat. They want to be there. They just don't know how to be there for you. And it's also having compassion for yourself. Whatever this is, I don't know if it's like an illness like cancer and you smoked all your life or something, so you feel like you deserve it, or if it's like, some relationship broke up and I don't know, something, and you feel like it's your fault somehow, but it's not your fault. None of it is your fault. You don't deserve it in that way. You deserve good things. You deserve kindness. You deserve compassion. But it's also the flip side of that, and not letting your own compassion for other people too to diminish. It's not becoming bitter or angry, even though you may be very justified in your anger. It's just knowing that not everything in the world is bad. Not everything is out to get you. Not it's that kind of energy. It's very heavy, but the angels are there with you, and they're just bringing you so much comfort and just shining a light all around you. You've got people in your life that really want to be there with you, but you also have to invite them in and let them in. I'm going to do another empowerment card and see what we get for that. But it's, definitely a lot of thinking and heavy thinking. And I do have to say, suicide is never the answer. To call somebody if that's what you're thinking. Don't do that alone. And what we got here is kindness. Live with compassion. Open your heart to life, all life forms. Be an angel with hands. And it's such a beautiful, and it's with the angel of reading, it's very, very fitting. See, you can be an angel as well. I think that you've been kind of stuck in your own head. You've been stuck on your own problems and issues. And maybe one of the things that can help you is to volunteer work. Help out at a church, help at a homeless shelter, help out in whatever way you can, an animal shelter, help out. And by focusing on helping others and having that compassion, compassion is repeated twice here, and comfort. You know, it's, you've really been through some stuff, but by focusing on your compassion and on using that to alleviate another's suffering, I guess, is what I'm getting. Then it also helps to take you out of your own head. It takes you out of that place that you've been in lately. Being helpful and kind to others, even when it's difficult and you can't smile yourself, by helping somebody else, it ultimately helps you as well. I mean, that's going to help you more than anything, but also knowing that others are there for you. And just because they don't know what they can do for you doesn't mean that they don't want to be there for you. They do. They just don't want to intrude, or I don't know why that's what keeps coming through, but that's what they keep saying. Maybe this is just a very specific message for a very specific person. I don't know. But it's all about not letting that bitterness, not letting your heart harden, literally like a wall up over your heart. You know, maybe take the wall down just a little brick, a brick or two, maybe, and just let somebody in just that much. And the other thing I'm getting with the compassion part of this is that whatever you're going through, you can use that to help others going through that as well, or have been through that before. If you've lost a loved one, if you've gotten over a sickness, or if you're in the sickness right now, whatever it is, reach out to other people. I mean, it feels like this entire thing is about reaching out. And I believe this card, it reminds me of Kuan Yin. And I don't know a lot about her, but that's what just, just that love and mercy and unconditional kindness, yeah. And it's knowing that you have that in return. You've got that in spades. You're just as lovable as anybody else. Just for being on this earth, you are divine. I think we're going to draw some tarot cards. What does pile number 3 need to know? All right, roll with that one. That one. And that one. Okay. So, let's see. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. We've got Justice reversed. We've got the 3 of Cups reversed. And we've got the Star. So for some of you, this might be like a legal issue or a court issue kind of thing. It could be something like that. It could be that you don't feel like there's justice in the world. It could feel like, why me kind of attitude. It feels like you're just questioning the world, like, why me? Why am I going through this? And you just have to know that you can get through this. We got the 3 of Cups reversed, and that's all about celebration. So it's like you're not celebrating. You're stuck in that life review, and you're really kind of stuck in your own little world, is the way I see it. But the star is hope. The star is hope, so much hope. I mean, if you can look up at the sky in a clear night and you see those stars, it is magical. And that is what the star card is in the tarot. It's just magic. It's beauty. It's hope. It's knowing that you've got your angels with you, that there is hope. It's not hopeless, or else that would have been reversed. I mean, that's telling you right there. And the angels are saying they're comforting you. I mean, this is what they really want to get through to you. And the Seven of Pentacles is, look at all that fruit that she's picking and harvesting, and, she's got a lot to pick from. And the star is just wonder, beauty, compassion, mercy, kindness. It's hope. It's what's left in Pandora's box after all the bad stuff came out. That's the one thing that's always left, is there is always hope. And I think that's the main message right now from your angels. They really want you to know that whatever you've been through, that you are loved, and they see you. They know about what's going on with you. They know about everything that you've been through. And they're telling you that you can come through this. They're telling you that they are there with you. They are hugging you. And they are very much there with you. And even if you can't see it right now, that there is justice, karma, whatever you want to call it, in the world. Everything balances in the end. It's all about balance. And the world will balance out, however you want to see that. Because I genuinely think that whatever we send out comes back to us. And I think that if you were to help others with your mercy, your kindness, your compassion, because I feel like you've had such a loving, sweet, wonderful heart, beautiful soul. But something has happened to you where you've kind of boxed it all in, and you're just not going to let anything in. I think that you need to let a little bit in, at least let the angels show you the hope, ask them to show you where the hope is. And they will. They will be happy to. But ultimately, you're never alone. Your angels are with you. And sometimes we just gotta get out of our own heads and go help somebody else in order to see a little bit better, a little bit more objectively, I guess is what I want to say. Let's do a postcard here. Let's see what you get. Let's see what that one is. I'm gonna celebrate life. Okay. Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it may seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in free fall, we are here for you. And you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All the elements are in place and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself that is the point. We love your courage. Embrace it. And I think that the courage as well is, again, that letting people in, letting a little bit of that wall down, seeing the hope, seeing the compassion in the world, not only you having compassion, but the world having compassion for you, and knowing that your angels and spirit is there for you, they're not going to let you fall. You know, you're going to be okay. They're with you. Their most important thing is they want you to know that you are going to be okay, that there is hope. That is the biggest thing in this whole reading, is that there is hope. That is the most important message. I think that's about it. For pile number 3, let's see. Anything else? No, just keep compassion in your heart and let your heart, let your light shine into the world. Don't keep it all boxed in. Don't keep it all closed up. Let it out a little bit. You also have to practice discernment a little bit too, but you can definitely help others with what you've been through. You now have that compassion and understanding that no one else does. That empathy from having lived it yourself that you can now use to help others in this world. There is hope. And you've just got so many talents and such a big heart that don't let it stay walled off. Don't think of the injustice of the world. It's not that. There is hope. There's hope and there's choice. There's always choices. I think that's it. Just know that your angels are with you. All right. I would love to hear if this resonated with you. If you have any specific topics or questions for a pick a card reading, you can put it in the comments below. I'll be happy to read it and comment to you. If you're interested in a private reading, right now I'm offering a 20-minute private reading for $20. The information is down below in the description. And finally, if you want to be notified when I make new videos, you can hit subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, hugs and blessings to you. Thank you so much.